such a nice view out here. Beautiful. Beautiful view. Oh my lord, what is this? What is this? Sheesh. Oh my lord. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I just want to say, this thing is absolutely beautiful, man. This is the first ride for my Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R 636, as you see in the front there. I'm going to be going over like everything, pretty much everything about the bike, and then also throwing in some details about the bike that I wanted to know whenever I was researching it. First and foremost, this bike is amazing. It sounds like a vacuum right now, but it's amazing. I mean, it has pretty much everything you would need. Everything else that later bikes have is kind of extra. This has traction control. It has a quick shifter. It's everything that you would basically need in a motorcycle, you know. Turn the dash on. It also has power modes. I mean, it's full and then low, but you know, if you're in the rain, put it in low power mode and then put on traction control and you should be fine. But yeah, I'm just going to be going over everything basically, and I really do love it. I upgraded, as you may know, I upgraded from a 400 to this. It's a big difference in my personal opinion. The 400 top speed, 120, if all the odds were with me. I was kind of heavy on the 400, now I'm kind of lighter, so this thing really does yank me. But yeah, it's a big bike, way bigger than what I'm used to, but it definitely feels comfortable. Personally, I want to get some tank grips on there because this is very, very slippery. Very, very slippery. I mean, the second you hit it, you just slide. So I don't know if they go right here, if they're gonna go right there, but wherever I have my leg at, I'm gonna need some tank grips on those for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely loving this bike so far. Basically, just to get on the bike real quick and just kind of tell you about everything. So, you know, of course you got, you know, your start switch over here. Controls the engine, you know, kill switch, some people say. Ignition starter right there. Of course you got the brake, clutch, there's a throttle over here, another grip over here. You got high beams, you got your blinkers, of course, you got your horn, and then you got hazards, which is actually pretty dope. I never had a bike with hazards before. The 400 didn't have hazards, so that's pretty dope that this bike has hazards. And then you got all the power modes. So just to run through it real quick, hopefully you guys can see this, but pretty much you just hit the select button, and then this will pop up. You go down for low, up for full. That's all you got for the first one. If you hit the select button again, you go into the traction control, the next selection, and then you go, you know, you can go up, and then it'll turn it basically go down for up. So now it's off. If I go down, it'll put it on 1, 2, and then all the way up to 3. That's the highest you can go. And I will say I had it on 3 yesterday whenever I was riding because it was really, really cold out, and I have new tires, of course, and it kicked in like the second I would hit the throttle a little bit hard. It was kicking in, stopping that tire from going too fast, trying to lose traction. So it definitely worked out. It's a windy day today, so hopefully you guys can hear me nice and good. And then if you want to turn on the Kawasaki quick shifter, you have to hold the select button. So you can't be like on an option already. Like right here, right now it's flashing full. Right now it's flashing traction control. You gotta just be no option and then just hold it. It turns it off. Okay. So I held it and then I let it go. And then if you hold it again, I think it's like 3 seconds. You hold it for like 3 seconds and you let it go. It'll turn on Kawasaki quick shifter. It's not on when you first get the bike, so you have to turn it on. So that will help you out there. But it is a beautiful day out here in Missouri. It's supposed to be like close to 60 degrees, but it's very windy. That's the issue. So people are out and about, I'll tell you that. But hopefully you guys can hear me good. Like I said, it's windy. I don't have a windscreen on my mic. But yeah, the vacuum is bad, man. Like, don't get me wrong, the bike sounds good, but you put even a slip on this bike and it would just sound completely different. So we're gonna change that hopefully soon. But let's go ahead and get on to this first ride, get on the road, and tell you guys how this bike feels. We'll go ahead and turn this on, let you guys hear the start real quick. Turn it and put it in neutral. It's on the hill. Kind of let you guys see what that sounds like here for a second. Stock exhaust isn't too bad. I mean, it's pretty quiet, obviously, but you can definitely get a sense of what it's gonna sound like whenever you get the exhaust. I mean, get the stock exhaust off. We're gonna cruise on this road a little bit, and then we'll get back on the main road, just so I can really tell you how it handles. A little bit of twisties over here. I have it in. I got quick shifter on, traction control set to 1, so it's the lowest mode before off, and I got full power. So that's what I got it on, guys. Put it in first gear here, kind of roll back a little bit, let it kick in. We're ready to roll. Let's get this going. Coming from a 400 going to 600, one thing you notice straight off the bat is you don't have to give it any gas. Whenever you are taking off, you don't have to. Now, if you want to take off somewhat faster, then of course you want to go ahead and give it a little bit of gas, let the clutch out. That way you don't have to take so long to start and get rolling. But you don't have to give it any gas. You really don't. You just let the clutch nice and slow, and you're all good. So the quick shifter is on. When you're cruising slow, I will tell you, you might want to, like if you're just cruising around, you might want to go ahead and use the clutch to get into second, just because you know you'll have those false neutrals if you don't click hard enough with the quick shifter. So use the clutch, click up hard, get into second, then after that you can, you know, go ahead and use a quick shifter. And that's all it is. You don't have to take out, you don't have to let your hand off the throttle or nothing like that. You just hold on the throttle and shift up. It's super smooth, super easy, and it'll make your life so much easier. This doesn't have auto blip, by the way. It does not have auto blip. But I mean, there's little techniques you can do, like just blip the throttle a little bit, and then you can just click down. You don't even have to use the clutch. Of course, this bike has a lot of power. So I'm supposed to be, I will say, I'm supposed to be following the, you know, taking it easy in the beginning for the 600 miles. That way, you know, it doesn't have any problems and all that stuff like that, following the manual. But personally, I didn't do that with my 400 and everything was pretty much fine. So I'm not saying I'm gonna be going, I haven't been going crazy, but I've been shifting early still. I haven't been letting it go all the way up to 14,000 RPMs or anything like that, but I have been hitting it. But as we cruise around here, you know, I'll just tell you the handling on this bike is actually really nice. This bike is nimble. It really is nimble. Once you get the technique of riding down and you know how to ride after you have your beginner bike, you know, your 250, your 400, your 300, whatever it may have been, the Grom, you really get to get on this bike and you'll feel that, you know, if you use those techniques you learn from the course or just from riding, you'll learn that this bike wants to lean back and forth. It wants to turn, you know. It wants to go around. I mean, that's what they're made to do, you know. They want to lean. You know what I mean? So this bike is really nimble, really smooth, and I had a really nimble bike. I mean, I had a Ninja 400. I mean, that thing wanted to turn for sure, you know, no doubt in my mind. Every time I got on that bike, it was just leaning over, you know. It just wanted to really lean the bike, you know. Okay, we're back in business. back to what I was saying. GoPro died. I don't know where exactly I left off, but hopefully I got a lot of that. But good brakes on this bike. Very, very good brakes. You know, front and back. I don't even have ABS, but I don't even need to squeeze it that hard anyway, because boy, it stops easily, no problem. Clutch is smooth. A lot of people probably don't understand, but like this clutch on this bike, I mean, it's smooth. And I've felt some bad clutches, kind of hard to pull in and other stuff, but this one has a really, really good clutch. It's nice and smooth, nice and easy to pull in, easy to let out, slow. You know, it doesn't take much finger strength. You know, it's not like doing the freaking gel thing. Very, very good bike. Very, very nice bike. You know, let's take a look at it real quick. Let's show it off. You know, why not? You know, then I'm gonna hit this road for you guys. One of my favorite roads, Strother Road, however you're supposed to say it. But I like it a lot, man. I mean, I think it looks great. Great bike. As you can see, stock exhaust, got the cat, everything like that on there. But look how beautiful that paint job is. Oh my god, the sparkly paint that Kawasaki does is truly amazing, man. I love it. I don't know if you can pick it up. All the flybys, we do them right here on this road. Alright, let's go ahead and hit this.